Have you ever wondered if the way we handle money is about to change forever? I'm not talking about just another payment app. I mean a fundamental shift in how finance works from the ground up. This revolution has a name: blockchain. And today, we re-dive in deep into how this incredible technology is set to completely transform the global financial system as we know it. So, what exactly is blockchain? In simple terms, think of it as a digital ledger, a bit like a shared online spreadsheet. But here's the magic part. This ledger isn't stored in one place. It's distributed across thousands of computers worldwide. Every time a transaction happens, it's recorded as a block of data. This new block is then linked to the previous one, forming a chain. This structure makes it incredibly secure. To alter a single transaction, a hacker would need to change that block and every single block that came after it, across the majority of computers in the network. That's practically impossible. This feature, known as immutability, means that once a transaction is recorded on the blockchain, it's there for good. It can't be tampered with or secretly altered. This creates a level of trust and transparency that traditional systems often struggle to provide. Now, let's talk about traditional finance. Think about sending money to someone in another country. Your money goes through multiple banks, each acting as a middleman. Each bank takes a fee, and the whole process can take days. It's slow, expensive, and sometimes things get lost along the way. Your bank, the central bank, and other financial institutions all act as trusted third parties, verifying and processing everything. We rely on them to keep our records straight and our money safe. This is where blockchain flips the script by creating a decentralized, secure, and transparent ledger. Blockchain technology can remove the need for many of these intermediaries. Transactions can happen directly between two parties, what we call peer. Imagine sending that same international payment. With blockchain, it could be settled in minutes, not days, for a fraction of the cost. No more waiting for banks to open or worrying about hefty wire transfer fees. This is the power of decentralization. It puts control back into the hands of the users. The most famous application of blockchain is, of course, cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was the pioneer, introducing the world to the idea of a digital currency that is controlled by any single government or bank. Since then, thousands of other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum have emerged. Ethereum took things a step further by introducing smart contracts. What are smart contracts? They're like regular contracts, but the terms of the agreement are written directly into code. When certain conditions are met, the contract automatically carries out its terms. For example, a smart contract could be programmed to automatically release a payment to a freelancer once their work is submitted and approved. No more chasing invoices or dealing with payment delays. This automation removes the need for lawyers or escrow services in many situations, making transactions faster, cheaper, and more reliable. This combination of cryptocurrencies and smart contracts has given birth to a whole new financial ecosystem called decentralized finance, or DeFi aims to rebuild the entire financial system: lending, borrowing, trading, insurance, and more on the blockchain, open to anyone with an internet connection. Think about getting a loan. Traditionally, you'd go to a bank, fill out tons of paperwork, and wait for approval. With DeFi lending platforms, you can borrow funds directly from other users, using your crypto assets as collateral. The interest rates are often more competitive, and the process is almost instant. You're not dealing with a corporate gatekeeper. You're interacting with a protocol governed by code. Similarly, decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, allow you to trade digital assets directly from your own wallet. You maintain control of your funds at all times, reducing the risk of a centralized exchange getting hacked or freezing your account. This is a huge step forward for financial sovereignty. The potential impact doesn't stop there. Blockchain is poised to revolutionize cross-border payments. As we mentioned, international transfers are slow and costly. Companies like Ripple are using blockchain technology to enable real-time, low-cost international payments for banks and financial institutions. For families sending money back home or businesses paying international suppliers, this is a game-changer, potentially saving billions of dollars in fees globally each year. Then there's the world of asset tokenization. This sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. You can take a real-world asset, like a piece of real estate, a work of art, or even a share in a company, and create a digital token that represents ownership of it on the blockchain. This makes a liquid assets divisible and easily tradable. Imagine wanting to invest in a multi-million-dollar commercial building. Today, that's out of reach for most people. With tokenization, the ownership of that building could be divided into thousands of digital tokens. You could buy just one or two, giving you fractional ownership. This democratizes investment, opening up opportunities that were once reserved for the ultra. You could trade these tokens just like you trade stocks. 24/7 partes on a global market. Of course, the road to a blockchain-powered financial future isn't without its challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is scalability. Bitcoin can only process a handful of transactions per second, while major credit card networks can handle tens of thousands. For blockchain to be used for everyday payments on a global scale, it needs to get much faster. Developers are actively working on solutions, like Layer 2 scaling protocols. But we're not quite there yet. Regulatory uncertainty is another major issue. Governments around the world are still figuring out how to approach this new technology. How should cryptocurrencies be taxed? How do you protect consumers in a decentralized world? Clear and consistent regulations are needed to foster innovation while preventing misuse. And let's not forget security. While the blockchain itself is very secure, the applications built on top of it, like DeFi platforms and user wallets, can be vulnerable to hacks and scams. User education is crucial. People need to understand how to manage their private keys safely and identify potential risks. It's a new frontier. And just like the early days of the internet, it has its share of Wild West elements. Despite these challenges, the long-term impact of blockchain on finance is undeniable. We're seeing major financial institutions, from JP Morgan to Goldman Sachs, investing heavily in blockchain research and development. They're exploring how to use this technology to streamline their own operations, from trade settlements to managing supply chain finance. This isn't just a niche interest anymore. It's being taken seriously at the highest levels of global finance. The ultimate vision is a more inclusive, efficient, and transparent financial system. Imagine a world where the nearly 2 billion people who are currently unbanked can access financial services with just a simple smartphone. A world where artists can earn royalties automatically every time their work is resold, thanks to smart contracts. A world where starting a business and raising capital is faster and more accessible than ever before. This is the promise of blockchain. It's more than just digital money. It's a new foundation for trust and value exchange. The transition won't happen overnight, and there will be bumps along the road. But the fundamental shift from centralized, trust-based systems to decentralized, transparent ones is a powerful trend that is likely to define the future of money and finance for decades to come. We are witnessing the very beginning of a financial revolution. Thanks so much for watching. What part of blockchain's impact on finance excites you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content on how technology is changing our world. See you in the next one.